What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another World of Warcraft video for the War Within pre-patch, and today we're talking about an absolutely ridiculously good way to farm gold right now, that I recommend pretty much everyone give a try. It is probably one of the highest value farms you can do right now. That being said, the items we're farming for, or the items, well, we're technically farming with the items you're getting, they are really expensive, and they do have a fairly low sell rate, but you want to make as many as possible of them, and then try to sell them. We are talking about transmog here, so if you're not into farming or selling transmog, this is not going to be your type of video. Just want to make that claim as early as possible, because we are selling transmog. Now, transmog is one of the ways that I'm making gold myself. It is not the primary way, but it's a very good substantiary, or it's a good addition to my gold making. I make a lot of gold from transmogs. I want to say about 1/3 of my gold is from transmogs, and I am not even focusing that heavily on it. I know people that make 99% of their gold from transmog selling, and they have hundreds of millions of gold. So if you get into this, it is a really good way to make gold, but even if you are mainly crafting, farming, doing whatever, adding transmog to your way of making gold will simply just help you out. Now, the War Within is about 2.5 weeks away, especially if you have the early access. Like, for example, I have the early access, it's about 2.5 weeks away right now, so a lot of people are prepping for the War Within, myself included, and one of the ways to prep is, for example, to level up characters, which I'm doing myself, and another way to prep is to make a little bit of gold in non-War Within ways before the War Within comes out. That way you can, for example, stockpile on these transmogs right now, so when the War Within comes out you can keep trying to post these on the auction house, meanwhile you do War Within content. So get all of the other content done now, so when the War Within comes out, you can focus all of your energy on the War Within. And speaking of making gold in the War Within, I do have a gold making guide for that, which if you want to check out, the link will be down below. It's a gold making guide that I've made from scratch. It covers professions in depth, and we've even found a lot of very good gold farms that you will have access to on day one. So you can check the guide right now to see those farms, what you're farming for, where to farm, solo farms, group farm, why you want to farm there. We've identified a lot of good farms on the beta that I'll be making videos about as well in the future, and you will once again have access to them at launch. When you buy the guide, you also get access to a gold making Discord community where I give you guys early access to videos and even exclusive videos when the expansion comes out. So when I find some absolutely incredible gold farms in the War Within, you guys will have access to them before they go public, and some farms will even be exclusive to the guide, which means they will never be public. In addition to that, this guide is a one-time purchase, which means when you buy the guide, you will get all the future updates sent to you directly to your email for free, so you get updates for the entire expansion, and you don't have to pay anything extra, so you get them for free. In addition to that, to make the deal even sweeter, you can get the guide for half price by using the code Solheim, and when you buy this guide, you will get access to the Dragonflight Goldmaking Guide as well, to help you make a little bit more gold before the War Within comes out, by using the Dragonflight Guide until the War Within. So you get 2 guides for the price of 1, and that one is half price. Check it out through the link down below. Your support means a lot to me, thank you so much. And with that being said, let's get into some gold making, let's cover this in depth, and talk about exactly what's happening. Now, we talked about transmog, and we are located outside the Darkmoon Faire. I believe that might have been a clue so far. It has to do with the Darkmoon Faire, and this is something that you can do right now and every single Darkmoon Faire. I am recording this on the evening of a Sunday here, so like Darkmoon Faire just started today. That's why kind of it works right now. It's going to be very good this week, but you can see, even next month, on the 1st of next month, Darkmoon Faire is coming back, and the first Sunday of every single month, Darkmoon Faire comes back. That means this is a gold making method you can do for the first week every single month, basically for a lifetime, and there is a reason why this Darkmoon Faire right here is a really good one. Like, Darkmoon Faire, this one right here is probably the most important one we have had in a long time. The gold making method we're talking about today is like it's dating back a long time. We even talked about this back during Dragonflight, like late Dragonflight. When I was making videos for Dragonflight, we talked about this gold making method, and it's become even better with the accessibility of warbinds, which means we can now transfer currency across characters. So you can go to miscellaneous currency, you have Darkmoon price tickets, Epicurean awards, Iron Paw tokens. You can transfer these tokens across characters if you have them on different characters, so you can see it's warband transferable. Now I do also just want to add here as a note for the future, when the War Within comes out, we have Darkmoon Faire coming out on the 1st of the next month, so about 1 week into the War Within we have Darkmoon Faire coming back, and if you played Dragonflight you probably remember the tailoring quest, or the profession quest we had. They gave you 2 skill points, 15 metal, and 3 knowledge points. So if these gets updated, which I assume they will get updated to War Within currencies when that comes out, that means you can get 2 skills in your professions in the War Within, 3 knowledge points, and 15 artisan security. So keep that in mind for when the Darkmoon Faire comes around in the War Within, and I mean, if this gets updated to give you artisan security in the War Within, I will probably make a video about it as well. But at least now, if you've seen this right here, then you know that it might be a thing, and the Darkmoon Faire is coming out 1 week into the expansion. So keep an eye out. So let's go through this on a step-by-step basis. Step number 1 is buying 100 Darkmoon Dagger Maw. This is a currency. This is kind of like you can fish this up in Darkmoon Faire, and it's a currency for different things in the Darkmoon Faire itself. For example, going here to fishing prices, you can turn this in for various cooking recipes, Darkmoon Fire water, which don't do that by the way, you're burning gold, but you can buy, for example, this battle pet right here, 50 Dagger Maw, which is about 500 gold for this battle pet, and this battle pet is selling for 3000 gold on my server, and it has a region value average of 1.8, or region market value average is even 6000 gold for that battle pet, and it costs you 500 gold to buy. Then you have Translucent Shell, also once again region market value of 9.9, and it costs you about 1000 gold to buy. Now, you can also buy something called a Faded Treasure Map, and that's what I'm going to buy myself. This starts a quest, and this will give you Silas's secret stash. Hopefully I said that correctly, but either way, your warband previously completed the quest, you can still do it though, and the thing is, this quest can be done on level 1 characters, so even if you don't have that many characters to do this on, you can still make level 1 characters, and do it on those level 1 characters. From here on out, you just try to find these treasures, and they will not show on the map for some reason, but you can follow the path that I'm taking, for example, or you can even just read the quest, and it will usually guide you towards where these treasures are. The first one should be super simple to get. You find it inside this tent right here, and then you start moving a little bit more north. The next one is going to be in the sand pit right here, so you can click this one, that gives you another note as well. And after that it's kind of a little bit of back and forth, because you have to do them in this pattern. You can't just go to the other one first, so you go over here and then you go to the sand pit. After this you go back down, and after that it's back up again. So you go back down over here this way, and the next clue will be in the stables. I don't know if it is the stables, but you get the point. It's like inside here where all of these animals are, and it should be located over here somewhere. Yeah, here we go, here we have something to click, so it's located right underneath this one. So you have the Careless Carney, don't talk to the NPC, click on the note under the NPC, and there you go. Now you have 3 clues. Now for the next clue, you are located all the way over here at the start of the island itself, and you're at one of these banners, so once again exactly where I am on the map. Alternatively, I'll zoom in on the minimap as well to show you exactly where I am. It is like right next to this corner, kind of. So you click here, and if you zoom in towards this banner, you will have a mound of disturbed dirt. You click on that dirt, and there you go, that's the 4th clue. For the next one, you want to move to the left, and as you can see, there's another player right next to me doing the same thing, and you just want to move to the left here. The exact path you take doesn't really matter. You want to go to the shore, pretty much exactly where I'm holding my arrow right now. that should be give or take exactly where it is. So I'm just going to go down, I'm going to zoom ahead a little bit by editing here. So when you are here, you are looking for a drowned ship or a sunken ship kind of. You'll see exactly where I'm on the minimap. You will then go down here to the boat, and the last clue will be here in that boat. As you can see, a bunch of people are doing this, both on their mains, on their alts. People make brand new level 1 characters to do this. When you click on the last one, you can then just click on the quest, accept, and then you can click on it once again to complete the quest. There we go. And then you will get this, Silas's secret stash. Opening this stash just gave me a couple of potions, or yeah, potions, elixirs, battle elixirs, whatever. They are not really that important, but it also gave me 100 Darkmoon price tickets. So now we can use those price tickets to buy the different items you can buy through Darkmoon price tickets, which can be sold on the auction house. We can, for example, buy transmog items, which is exactly what I'm doing. If you're lacking some of the mounts, you can buy those as well for your own kind of collections tab, if you need those mounts. But for gold making, we are focusing on the transmog items, and they are really profitable. And once you learn the path here, like exactly where to go and what to do when it comes to the treasure map, you can do this so quickly. And once again, the treasure map can be picked up on a level 1. So you make a level 1, you send yourself 100 Darkmoon dagger moors, and then you just go on the exact lap that I just showed you guys, and you pick up those treasures, you get 100 currency, and the thing is, you can transfer that currency and then buy everything from one character. So if you somehow end up having 5 tokens left over, 10 tokens left over, like I have 116 tokens right now, that's going to be really awkward to spend. I want to spend more than 116, maybe less as well, right? It's a war-bound currency though, so you can transfer it between different characters. So I can transfer from, for example, Psych Meowth has 289 of them. I can transfer all of those to Solheim, and we have a couple on Psychs as well. You can see exactly how many we have, and I've done it before. You can see Drak Test here has 8 left over, Minusgraden has 9 left over, Steindau has 13 left over. Some of them just have a really awkward amount left over that you can't do anything with. Well, with the Warbound feature, we can then transfer those over to one character and actually be able to spend all of them to buy as many items as possible. Alright, so let's take a look at exactly what we can buy here, shall we? If we go to this person right here, we can buy some replica armor prices, and as you can see, they cost between 55 and 75 each. 75 and 55 is a really awkward number because we get 100 of them, but once again we can transfer from every single character on our account to be able to buy all of them. So for example, the replica vest of 5 Thunders, 75,000 gold that you can make in less than 10 minutes. And buying the Darkmoon daggers cost me about 1,000 gold, so we turn 1,000 gold and about 8 minutes of our time into 75,000 gold. You also have this one, which is also 75,000 gold for 75, you have the shoulders, 75,000 gold, you have the headpiece, only 19,000 gold on my server, but that's still pretty good. You have the hands, which is only 55 tokens by the way, still 75,000 gold. Now, that's male. You also have this guy right here selling you the blue versions, which is once again roughly the same price. Some are more expensive, some are less, and you just want to, when it comes to buying these transmog items, you want to buy as many different ones as possible. Something I always preach when I talk about transmog selling is that you want to sell as many different items as you can. Now I'm just going to go to all instead of shaman. So we have, for example, the cloth ones as well, the replica Magister's boots, and they are 82,000 gold. You have the legs, 25,000 gold on my server. You have the shoulders, 25,000 gold. The chest pieces is 90,000 gold. Now for me, I usually try to focus mostly on chest and head and shoulder, because I feel like those are what matters the most when it comes to transmogs. But once again, try to sell as many different things as possible. Chest pieces, head pieces, leg pieces, gloves, boots, whatever, you name it. Try to sell everything, but find out what works and what doesn't. And once again, you can just see the ridiculous price they are selling for, but also take a look at the sell rate. Like these, they sell slowly. They have a seller price of 0.004. That is a very low sell rate. Now, when it comes to the cloth ones, for example, still 0.004. The headpiece doesn't even say a sell rate, and this one is 0.001. So some of them, once again, has a really low seller rate, but they have a really ridiculous price. Now, if you do not want to sell transmog, you can still use this to sell, for example, pets. Take a look at Darkmoon Hatchling, for example. This one is 90 tokens and can directly be sold on the auction house for a region market value average of 26,000 gold, so you turn 1,000 gold into 26,000. You can also sell the Darkmoon Monkey, the Darkmoon Cub, Balloon, and all the other ones, but those you would have to buy, learn, and then cage. So for example, I have the Darkmoon Cub right now, so if I go through my pet journal right here, we then go to Darkmoon Cub, we could then cage the Darkmoon Cub, and we can sell the Darkmoon Cub. So now we have a Darkmoon Cub, which is selling on the auction house, and these have a much better sell rate, by the way. They do have less profits, but you make that gold faster. So if you want to sell your auctions faster, make less gold, but sell them faster, go for battle pets. That's usually the best way to do this if you just want gold fast. On the other hand, if you want more profits but the items take way longer to sell, go for the transmog items. Either way, they both work. Now, once again, the quest that I just did to get 100 currency can be done on level 1 characters, so you can do this on repeat the entire week while the Darkmoon Faire is active to buy as many rewards as you want. You can literally buy 1 of every single transmog piece and buy 10 of every single pet if you want to, and then sell them all on the auction house and make a bunch of gold. Now, once again, they will take time to sell, but the more different items you diversify into, the more gold you will make, and I wanted to make this now because then you have a full week, or well, 5 to 6 days to do this right now. And also keep in mind, this works every single time the Darkmoon Faire comes back, and the Warbind feature really makes this incredible. Like, it was incredible before as well. We did it back in Dragonflight, but back then you ended up with some tokens left over all the time, because as you can see, the rewards, they cost 55, 75, and 90 tokens. There's never, you never spend exactly 100 tokens. Well, now you can transfer the leftovers through the Warbind system, so you can then just transfer the currency from other characters and then spend them all from one character. So for me, I'm just going to take the ones from Dolonar here, for example, and transfer those to Solheim, so we can have even more to spend here, and now we have 144, just as an example. Oh yeah, one more final thing. For those of you who watched the video so far, the transmog items can be sold on different servers, by the way, so keep that in mind. I, for example, have all of my mains on a server where transmog barely ever sells, and if you have the same kind of idea that I have, that transmog just never sells, try to sell them on a different server. Go to Argent Dawn, go to Darkmoon Faire, and go to Ravenhold, go to roleplay servers, or simply high population servers as well, like Silvermoon, Sylvanas. I don't really know, but Argent Dawn, for example, go to a high pop server where you know transmog sells, and then sell them over there. You can even make a character on that server, then transfer the currency to that server, and then buy them over there to make it easy for you. Alternatively, use the Warbound Bank, or the War Bank, whatever the name is. You can use that as well to transfer these items from server to server, and then sell them on the server where they either sell the fastest, or they go for the most expensive price, which is definitely up to you. So yeah, just keep in mind, you can sell them on different servers to either accelerate the profits or accelerate the sell rate. Either way, that's the video. Pretty much a long video on this, where I wanted to talk about every single aspect and make sure that you know exactly what to do step by step. And yeah, that's it. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below, and let me know if any of these items sell for you and how much gold you're able to make. Either way, thank you for watching. We only have 2.5 weeks to prep for the War Within. I have way too much to do. I have too many characters to level. I still have to do things like this as well to stock up on items before the War Within. It is ridiculous. It is getting so close to the War Within. Either way, thank you for watching. I am super hyped for the new expansion. I hope you are too, and I'll see you there. Peace.